yeah, why do I use AI? No, not really. I can do it hands on, but there's a thing I like to explain to everyone. There are tools that comes from Python scripts that they use to improve their work, and it does exceed. Sometimes it doesn't do very great. Like for instance, there's a tool that I paid for $147. it did the job. Now there are tools out there, and some tools that generate new work for you, generate your work. Um, yeah, but achieving the goals and all that, it's a lot of work. But if you're asking why do you have to be why does it has to be AI? Not really. You don't know if it's AI or not. It's probably Python script that's being used for people to generate their work. Yes, there are tools like that out there. There's people that build the tool so everyone can use it to improve their work. Like for instance, there's people who don't have experience how to make 3D models and they want to go through that. Where do we need to turn to? The Python scripts or people who want to use AI? Now, there's two sort of factors. AI is probably uses for generating characters. Python scripts also uses for generating characters, but they do it in different styles. Sometimes it doesn't come out very great, but at least it does the job. But it does come out very great. Probably some strips and angle, but eventually it will get better over a year, over weeks or months. For AI, yes, it can generate your work, but it's your work. Um, yeah, there's this thing in the future. There are music artists that make their own music, but eventually they make one song and they call it a day, and people want them to make more songs. It's making their lives a living hell. They're getting sick and tired of it. They're getting old. They don't have the strength anymore, and they quit. You heard of Jim Carrey? They want him to continue doing a movie. He's not a robot. He's not an AI. What do you expect Jim Carrey can do? And Jim Carrey is probably listening to me. I know Jim Carrey. It's very hard that you continue to do Sonic movies and all that. You should understand Jim Carrey. Sonic movies, they will continue and continue till you dead. They will continue to drive you into the next game, the next, and 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 they won't stop. You see the numbers on the videos they're putting down? They're putting down a whole bunch of numbers. Can you continue going on, Jim Carrey? You're an old man. You can't continue to do this. You gotta step back. You heard of Kevin from Home Alone. They drew him mad like they want him to continue to do the movie. Don't go down that same step, Jim Carrey. You will end up like Kevin. Go for instance what Kevin did. He backed away and stopped, and they got mad and they went after him because they wanted him back. It's his decision. He wants to back out of it. He can back out of it. Jim Carrey, don't end up like that. You might be able to make all those freaking movies, but don't let it don't let it continue to drive you into you are simply a slave to the game. Don't be a slave to Sonic movies. I can suggest just do one more movie and then back out and don't do it again. That's what I say. Because if you continue to do it, Jim Carrey, it's gonna eat your life away. So eventually, one day, there will be an AI that will help people succeed in their movies. And so that will give Jim Carrey some breaks that they don't have to do the movies anymore. But the thing is, you want real people. Yeah, that's true. But eventually, if they can't do it, who are you gonna turn to? You're gonna have to turn to AI to do it for you. But you're gonna want that real person. Eventually, the world's gonna need real people. They can't continue to rely on AI. But eventually, that's just the movie thing. But for making stuff in artwork and all that, that's okay. Um, that's your work, and all that. So yes, this is my work. Um, this is all my work. That's my character. It's an amazing tool. It actually did the whole entire body, as I see it. That was the character's body. I actually seen the angles, the body. It is amazing. Exactly how he's supposed to be. So, yes, this is my character, and I can tell that's my character. The body, the everything. It's amazing how the tool did it. I would consider this was a Python script tool. They built it. They built it hands on, and they're selling it for profit. Now I wouldn't go to the site because it will if you want to go to the site, would reveal the site for you after I get the last payment of another tool, so that way I can move forward. Because there's because I like to make a special. I want to do a special thing before I reveal where I'm at. You actually want to know where do you get the tool. I can't reveal that because I like to keep that a secret. Because all my work's on there, and plus it's underneath my name, my email. They found the thing is you cannot you can't switch my email if you want to get your hands on the tool. It won't work that way because the company will come after you, and you will get yourself in big trouble. This is no company. This is no site you should mess with. Like steal other people's accounts, because you will. I'm expecting police, cops will be coming towards your door to look for you and arrest your butt. Now, I consider this is from the UK, and they don't play around. You steal somebody else's account on that site, you're expecting some really bad times with police. Um, I can consider is um this is a site where you can get yourself into big trouble. Yeah, you can get yourself into big trouble. So I won't steal people's account or try to hack it because they will simply come after you. Now my eyes bleeding bad. Oh my god. The site is grayed out. Once you pay for it, your account is locked down from your email, so you can't change your email unless you contact them for them to for you to change your email. Once you choose an email that's permanently on the site, you can't change it unless you contact them. And I don't know if they'll answer. You probably won't be able to contact them because if your email's been shut down, you probably would probably have to. I don't know. You probably can contact them from another email source. Um, but I lost the music button. My God. But yeah, the site is expensive, and no kid is. You have to use your credit card and all that. Um, ow. So yeah, spent a lot of money on it, and it's worth it. It still has some bugs to be fixed. The hands are more than one hands, but it's still him. I can simply generate him into a 3D model. The tool is in your power. You're the one who you could. It's look at this. There's sites here. I showed you the site. There's a whole bunch of sites that try to help your work to increase your work, and it probably would cost you. But why does people generate AI? Look at yours. You got to people. Everybody's doing it. I believe you generated your AI too. No one can be able to create Squidward. Let me take a look at your site. Um, that was cut out. Mm, maybe he didn't. No, something tells me he did generate something in there, or maybe he didn't. But anyway, there's a tool up there that says the Dream Up AI art. Yeah, the tool I got, I can generate a whole bunch of drawings and make them into 3D and use them for commercial use because I paid for it. And there's a car wash tool and all that there. where I can improve my work or somebody else's if I get permission for them. But yes, and Baby Greed is not whoever he is. This is not him. This is a new character that I drew, and Sega and them don't even know who he is. Yes. This was generated from Python script. That's how I see it, or from AI. Don't make a difference. It's my character. Um, it saves me a lot of work. So I'm doing 3D. I'm doing that hands on, but for 2D, I don't want to do it hands on. So I decided, hey, let me just go find something to get it done quickly. I did that. And I don't have to go through this. I can just get this 2D story over with because you know how long it takes to write a storybook and all that. So there is a way. I still got to do it some sort of hands on the story. I have to write everything and all that. Yes, yes, you still have to do that. Now, working and doing all that stuff, I still have to do it hands on, even if I bought the tool. Now there might be a generating tool, then you have to do all that, but still, you have to do it hands on. And you look at that, Tails King. Who's this guy? You still gotta do it hands on. Where did he go to? Follow me? Is that following? Oh my god, it's still growing. Or it's coming from this. Where is he? Who is following me? Where is this guy? Who is he? 32 watches. Wow. Maybe it's coming from him. Somebody else. Hmm. I can't tell where it came from. 10 or 20. This is Baby Greed is also popular just like Sonic. How you like that? Now Sonic has a high number, but Baby Greed also has a high number because they both have the same limits. Baby Greed and Sonic has the same limits, so this is why his number is high as well. Baby Greed is very popular. So the adult, this is what they like. They like the adult because he's more stronger and he's fully grown and he's an adult. For the young one, he's a baby. They're looking for the adult better. At least he's getting a little score. But for the thing is, they know Baby Greed is he's a little slower, but he's fully strong. Like I said, he can fly fast when he's a baby, but when he's fully grown, I'm the fastest thing alive. The 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 flying the full flying thing swaps itself. It switches themselves. And from flying to speed, meaning speed changes. I mean, flying changes to speed, meaning he can go faster than flying. Meaning they swapped. He can only fly. Um, since now that he's since now he's let's see, go back. Since now he's fully grown, he can only run fast, and it's hard for him to fly a little. Now he can fly. He can fly, but his limits is probably just like Tails. He can lose energy, and then he can run out of breath. So now, like I'm flying too hard, for because he's heavier now, and plus his ability has switched, meaning instead of all that flying and power that he can go fast and all that in the sky, now it's become on foot. Now it's time to run fast. So he can run fast and he can have a limit of tails that he can fly across some paths. It could probably be like Silver. He uses up all his energy and he loses it. But for tail, it's how long you can fly. Um, if you can reach path. Now there's a thing you can increase his ability to fly a little bit longer, but it's not as strong than the other one. So the meter tells you it's there somewhere. You just look at it and you see how it does, how it works. So they already know that he's the fastest hedgehog alive. Now he's fully grown. He's faster than Sonic, as I said he would. He's the fastest hedgehog than Sonic. and also Cha-Cha. So he can outrun them like nothing. Now he can outrun Sonic as flying, but Sonic can probably still beat him. But now that he can run faster than Sonic, it's gonna be super difficult to catch Sonic, baby Greed. Catch Greed the Hedgehog. It's gonna be impossible for Sonic to get him now because now that he's older, Sonic's a little old now, so it's gonna be difficult for Sonic to catch Greed the Hedgehog. And this time, Sonic's supposed to be an old hedgehog, a little older, and Greed supposed to be very, very young, he's still in his teens. So yeah, but yeah, so now this is a new guy. This is a new hedgehog that's supposed to take Sonic's place, not Sonic's place, but to take his side to say it's my turn to show the world that I'm good too. So this is Greed. This is Greed. I know it because I can tell his hair and his he has longer hair. So yeah, that's Greed the Hedgehog. He's younger now. His hair's gotten a little bit to his back. It's supposed to be down, but now his hair must have gotten a little to the top. But when he was young, um, his hair was all the way to the bottom of his body. Agreed. It still is. It still is. I can still see it. Still is. Yeah, it still is. For an adult, the adult, his hair is a little. Yeah, it still is. His hair is all the way to the bottom. Now for Sonic, for Baby Sonic, he didn't have that. For Greed, he's always had long hair, and it always be that way. But when he's fully grown, it still shows it in his back, but it doesn't go down to his shoe because he's a little older now. It'll always be that way. But for the baby, it's this one right here. There he is. This one goes all the way down to his shoes. But when he gets older, his hair gets little. It starts to tighten up a little. It goes up as he gets taller. His hair is still down, but his body and his length gets bigger, and his hair reaches to his back. No longer touching the floor anymore because he's older. That's how it works. That's how his adult self. When he was a baby, still his hair was to the bottom. When he was a human child, his hair was always on the bottom. But now that he's fully, and even when he was a teen, a little child, like a little kid, probably teen toddler, his hair was always to the bottom of his feet. So still was. But now that he turned into a hedgehog, it's sort of a different story now. He is more it's more different. So this is an improvement. But yeah, about yeah, if you say so. So thing that I say, it saves me a lot of work. The tool saved me a lot of work and it was worth every penny. Now, you know how long it'll take you to draw all this stuff? Long time. But yeah, it's my money. It's what I paid for. And if I want to sell my work, I have the right to do so. It's um my character and all that. Now, like I said, the Python script didn't seem to get that character that great, so I have to go in there and do it a little hands-on. See, like I said, I still have to go in there and do some work. So it probably is. You can call it an AI tool, but I would call it a script. It was built by somebody and made this coding. They're doing coding, you know, they're doing the coding and see if it'll work. So there are people. You think I don't think this is AI. I think this is someone who's built the tool hands on, and they did a wonderful job to get the tool to work. And it's probably not built by AI. It's built by somebody to make it work as AI. So I would consider it was built by Python script and it's being used like a lot of little letters, like a lot of little letters, trying to say, oh, this is the character saying the code's going like trying to say this is it's doing a whole bunch of script letters and all that pi and all the circles and all that like the pi going over. It's like a lot of numbers and a whole bunch of letters and a whole bunch of arrows pointing directions and all that to tell the drawing this is what it has to be, and it's doing all the coding and boom 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 it's saying yeah this is how you want it. let's put that code in and taking body pieces apart, taking the front body pieces apart, and putting it to the back and all, like taking the character's body apart and doing the coding to make a copy from the back and front. And yeah, it's a lot of coding in there. I can consider, and sometimes the coding doesn't come very great. So yeah, um, it's no robot people. It might be if you say it's AI, there is nobody in the AI machine. It's a code machine. It's a code machine that helps improve your work. The code machine makes your work better. Now there are simply different tweens, like there's coding, there's AI, there's scripts, there's tools, there there are multiple things. You can call it AI, you can call it a script, you can call it Python. Python is coming from AI. That's how I see it. Python scripts come from AI. They use Python script, or Python is mostly can be used for AI. Scripts can only be done once. If you mess up, you gotta delete the whole entire script and you have to rewrite it again. If you, even if you delete the script and make a copy, it's already been damaged. You cannot fix it. You have to delete the code and then write it all over again. That's how it works. You just can't just, hey, it's messed up, the code stopped working. No, the code will remember that script, and if you make a copy and place it back in, it will not work, even if it was perfect. You have to redo it, and you have to make the code perfectly so it can pass. Once the script is done, you don't need to do anything else ever again. The script can be used for multiple things because it's already been fixed and your code is done and set up and ready to go. You do not need to change it anymore. You can just continue putting it on multiple projects and the code will work like perfectly. That's how it works. And you know how hard it is? It takes them a long time just to, if they mess up, they have to start all over again. The whole entire script. If it was a huge number of letters and all that, and they messed up on one and it damaged the whole entire code, it's like it turns out black. Meaning you have to destroy the whole entire code and go back from the drawing board. That's what Python script's all about. If you mess up, you have to start all over again. Even if you make a copy and try to paste it, the Python script will remember that code and it cannot be fixed. You have to redo it all over again with hands on fingers. So that's what I'm saying. They did a wonderful job, and that's why it's expensive. So I would consider, like I said, if you was an old guy, um, you guys got to listen to this because it's absolutely true what I say. Now, if you were probably young and you made a game and you you wanted to you wanted to get you wanted to build a game but you didn't have that chance to do it. I need something to get it done quickly so I don't have to die to see it through. And I don't make it because I die because my age number is up and I'm about to die and I won't be able to see it. I'm in bed saying I want to see my game in action. I was so close. I need something to complete it. That's where you need AI to do it for you. So you can succeed without dying before you reach that awesome point where you're about to make something cool or a movie or a game or a video or a cartoon and you're wanted to see it unleashed to the children and all that, and you didn't succeed because you didn't have that AI to help you out and get it done with you. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. So like my limits is limits. I have a bunch of stuff in front of me. I'm one person and I want to build that awesome game and it's taking a long time to get it done. And I need something to to get it done quickly. I need to something to get my work out there quickly. And I don't have nothing. I don't have nobody. I have nobody to join my team. I don't have no money to pay for that. I would pay for them, but there's not gonna join. So what do I need? I need a sparring partner. That's where I need the Python script or the tool or probably AI to help me out to get it done quickly. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. You're an old person. You're about to die. And you want to reach that goal when you can't. You don't have something to push you so quickly at your limits to get it done quickly. And what do I need to turn to? What do I need to spend my money to do the car wash or get it done quickly? That's where you need the tool. So you look at this guy. Let me just give you an answer. Um, yes, yes. you have all these drawings and you want to show it off and you can't get that, you can't make it in time because you have to draw and draw, you have to draw and you fail and fail. Even if you draw the front body, I need to draw the back body, and it's gonna take me ages, and I probably won't make it there in time. I'll probably die before I ever make a back body part, and everything fails. Your work just gets thrown out. Like, hey, you didn't make it, so you're dead. You're not here anymore. You're in heaven. So I'm sorry, man. You didn't make it in time. If you had somebody who could help you, or you had some tool, you probably would have made it. There you go, people. There's your answer. What you need to get there faster. The tool. The tool. The tool, the Python script, or AI, whatever. If you want to get there faster, you pay for it. You take out your money and spend your money on it and hope, dear God, that you succeed faster. That's how I'm trying to get done. Now I can do this myself, but I found the future is here. The future is coming. AI is taking over, and eventually we're all going to be using AI. If there's a music artist that wanted to make a music and he made the music and he can't go any further, he wants to make more music and it's driving him up the wall, and he can sing and all that, and I can too. I can sing and make my own music if I want to. But yeah, there's just a thing. You make one music, you want to make more, and you want to make something else, and all your artists, all your people want you to write more songs, and it's just driving you up the wall, and you can't keep going. You can't keep going. You're getting older and you're older. You need somebody to take over for you. Yeah, you might have somebody you have to pay for, but what's the point when you have if you want somebody to do it without having somebody to, you have to pay for someone. You don't have to. You have to pay somebody to do it for you, and you're not there and you die, and eventually someone just takes your work and just does it for themselves. What do you need to get it done? That's where your tool comes in, the Python scripts come in to do it for you, so you don't have to spend your money over and over, and you have to see that future for yourself that your work will continue to live on. That's where you have an AI to do it for you, to continue your legacy, because it's a machine. It will continue to succeed. It will continue to keep your music around the world. Now, there might be people that have your music around the world, but what's the point? You want to continue making more songs, so and if you want to continue making Michael Jackson songs for the world, what do you need? That is your answer. What do you need? You need a Python script, or do you need a tool, or do you need? There's your answer. You want to continue Michael Jackson's legacy? Then use the tool, Python script, or there's it in front of you. Like Obama says, I'm done. I told you right there. It's all here. I'm done. There you go. See you later.